We have been open to the public for 28 years, and we have never had any serious incidents when it comes to an animal care team member or the animals itself, and that is because we have a strict protocols that we follow to ensure the safety of our animal residents here as well as our team. So one of those biggest protocol is that whenever we're working around the animals, we always are working in pairs. And that's just to make sure that if anything were to go on, your partner is there to make sure they're there, see what happens, and then to act efficiently afterwards. It's also in order to check doors or to go into any of the enclosures. So whenever we are to go into a habitat that an animal doesn't have direct access to, then we always will do a two-person check. So when we have a two-person pair working with the animals, every single morning we go around and check all of the locks for every single animal and every single enclosure here at the refuge. Once two people check a habitat, then they'll give access to the animal to the habitat for the day. If we ever to go into the habitat or into the Nighthouse, the animal is always locked into the opposite area. We never have any direct contact with the animals. Once they are locked into that opposite area, two people will check that door and then radio a staff member to go into that opposite area, such as the Nighthouse.
We have Roman locked inside in his habitat and Donner locked inside in his Nighthouse. Can we enter Roman's Nighthouse?
Yeah, go ahead.
Whenever we exit an area where the animal is going to have access back into, we always will lock the door and check it. Two people will check it, and then once two people have checked that door, the animal is then given access back to that area. Whenever we are working around the animals, we always make sure we know exactly where the cat is, especially if we go up to a fence. If you go up to a fence, because they are ambush predators, they will take advantage of any weakness, so we always do 2 steps back before we turn our back to them. If we are up to the fence, we never will put our hands through the fence itself, and we never will hold on or grab onto the fence. Everything we do regarding the animals is done from the outside, so when we need to give them access to a habitat, we always will have a rebar to open that door from the outside itself. Every single morning, animal care staff will go around to hand out medication to the animals, and that's just done with a piece of chicken and then their medication inside. We never will hand it to them. We'll always use tongs or holders. That's a far enough distance away from the animals so they can grab on to the piece of meat with the tongs and never with our hands.